Are you tired of AI tools that churn out designs but can't get the details just quite right? Or frustrated with bulk creation options that lack automation? What if I told you there was a way to combine the best of both worlds? Total creative control and bulk generation, all in one seamless workflow. Whether you're a designer or a marketeer, the struggle ends here. So what we've built for you is a automation in make.com. We're going to take you through the whole process. We tried faceless accounts ourselves, but we've always found that like Midjourney, DALL-E 3, Flux, they just can't spell exactly what we want them to spell. And on top of that, we don't have any creative control over where all the words and everything goes. We sort of want to have a little bit of input other than the image that's being created. We're going to leave that to AI because that's what it's really good at. But just the text overlay, that is where the magic is. And that's what we've built for you today. So David's going to take you through the whole journey. Trust me on this one. You're going to like this. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up at the end of the video or halfway. It doesn't really matter. See you at the end of the video.
In this video, we're going to show you how you can produce images at scale like this and this and this, basically creating content. You could do a year's content in 15 minutes. So stick with us and we'll show you exactly how it's done. Yes, so I'm really enthusiastic and quite excited about this build. We've been working on it in the background for quite some time. And so I'll just explain a little bit more about it. We're using make.com as our automation platform as always, and we will be using Airtable as the back end. And the other thing is then that we're going to create posts like this. So if you see on Pinterest, you see these like images with quotes over the top. We can also create content for, say, let's say, quoting. So this channel here has got 24 million followers, 1,800 posts, and they've got images, the text overlay. I'm going to show you a way to create all of the images with AI, and then if you are concerned about maybe spending a lot on API calls, I'll show you a cheaper method. So please stick around till the end of the video, and we'll get through that. Just to give you some more examples of what we can be creating, there's also Facebook quotes, and we can utilize other channels as well. So yeah, please stick around, and this is going to be an exciting build, I promise you. So if you're already creating content, you're probably aware of Canva. I mean, you must be under a rock if you don't. But Canva is a really great platform. However, programmatically, it's not ideal for especially this sort of application. You can't interact and add text with an API, but I'm going to show you a crafty little workaround, and then we'll get into my build. So here I am inside of Canva. I'm in a free account. This is not a premium. So what I'm going to do is show you how you can interact with Canva. It's a workaround, I'll admit it is a workaround, but how you can interact with templates and be able to operate with them programmatically. There is a Canva app. It's very newly released inside of make.com. But it isn't up to scratch for what we want to do. So what I'm going to do is open up this template, and I am going to share it instantly. So I'm going to share, but I'm not going to share in a method that you've probably seen before. What we're going to do is click on the three dots here. So if I just and if we go on to more, what I'm going to do is scroll down, and I'm going to select Google Drive. Now, if you haven't connected your account, you'll be prompted to link the account. It's very simple. Just log in, and away you go. And what I'm going to do is select my folder. I'm going to put in templates, and this is the important bit. You need to change it to PPTX, and we're going to click Save. So whilst this is uploading to the drive, let me zoom out again. So we're going to go back there. I apologize. I've got let's view in Google Drive. So there we are. We have everything inside of Google Drive. So what we can do now is we click in the top right corner, and we're going to copy as a Google slide. Okay. And now I can close the template here. So now we have this template inside of Google Slides. What we can do is replace this text here with what's called a placeholder, and we'll just call it text. Okay, and we'll close it off with double curly brackets, and then what I'm going to do is delete the background and also delete the background here. Okay, we'll return this to the center. Now what I'm going to do is put a shape and we're going to put a square in the background, so we'll fill up the whole space. This is stretched out in the top right corner. We can leave it any color we like, and I'm just going to type in another placeholder, and we're going to call it 1, or you can call it image. Let's call it image, so we know. What we're going to do is send this to the back. So we click on order, and send to the back. Now, believe it or not, we have a fully customizable document. I will show you exactly what we can do with this. So we'll ignore this for now, but I just wanted to show you what you can do instead of using Google's. Yeah, so with the little hack I just showed you with Google Slides and Canva, you are now able to create content at scale. So if you can see here, this is some of my tests from earlier, and I've been generating nearly 100 different types of image. I'll just show you this example here. Eating vegan food doesn't mean food has to be boring or bland. That's quote by Anonymous. I just said I wanted a thing about the only bad workout is the one that didn't happen. I did one for a shoe commercial. So unleash your potential one step at a time. We've also got like happiness quotes, Scandinavian design, interior design, many things. So the use is endless. Like all you need to do is change some of the prompts for whatever your particular niche is, and you can be creating tons and tons of content. So I'll just show you what the automation looks like briefly. I'll run through everything, so please be patient, stick with me. I've got some variations as well. So like I say, if you're concerned about API costs, which I know some of you starting out with automation, you maybe just want to test the waters. Instead of using this, one of the modules here, which costs for API calls, I'm using a free library for images. But we'll get later to that in the video. So I want to show you how you can create these images. So I've built a form inside of Airtable. If you missed where this was, let me just show you in the top right corner. So in the top right corner here, we've got forms. So I built out a form. I'll zoom out again so you can see. Really simple form. So if I wanted to say loving cats, okay, let's produce a post about loving cats. I'm going to say I want 2, and the dimensions. So resolution, I put 3 resolutions, but for all of the platforms I'm going to be working with, we'll only be using the 1:1 aspect ratio. If I click submit, what we're going to do now is go over to make.com. We're going to switch the automation on. You'll see that the webhook has been picked up. So we've sent a webhook to make.com. It's run through a router, and it's worked out that the resolution size is here. So now it's given ChatGPT a prompt to generate a image prompt, a text. So I'll just show you what the results are. And it's in an array format. So we've got cats choose you, and we don't now own them. I'll zoom in again so you can just see what the quotes say here in blue. But better than that, I can actually show you the results. So I'm just going to show you what this looks like. We go to our data, and I scroll down. So we have, let's have a look at this. So we have time spent with cats is never wasted. Now, I don't know if my example is the best, but if you are smart with your prompting, you could be generating killer content. Like if you were posting this on a cat channel, loads and loads of engagement, I'm sure, because my wife, she loves cat videos. Also, let's break it down for you. What happens? The webhook is received from the Airtable automation, and there is a router here, and I have a filter on the router. So the filter is if the root is generate, then it will come here. I have another root, which is if the root equals post, then it will come this way. So I'm using the same webhook for each. Now inside of here, we have a OpenAI model, which is GPT-4 system. And you're a smart and helpful quote maker. So we can do quotes, or we can change it to copies, content. This is the bit where you get creative. You will generate quotes based on the quantity requested and subject matter. Try to deliver short length of quotes as we have restricted space. You will reply in a strict JSON format. So then I've given it some examples of what we want to do. And if we scroll down, you can see all of this here. And then what I've done is then just put in our request. So this is from our form. So loving cats, quantity 2, the route was generate, and the dimension was 1 by 1. So it's chosen this particular path. It will run. Then I'm passing the passing that JSON array. So it's out. We're getting content, and the content is content 1, content 2. This is why it's made 2 operations after the iterator. So we need to iterate through each output, and then we are generating an image. We're using Google Slides to add text to the image, and then we are replacing the image in the background and then updating our Airtable. So this is one thing, all well and good, but I want to show you in great depth why this is so smart. If we return to our Airtable, I've added a button, and inside, within this button you can edit the image. So say cats choose us. We don't own them. I know this is probably not great, but let's say that's what I want to change it to. I can simply close this down now, and if I was to select to publish this, so it's going to take the image from Google Slides, not from here. So everything in the background has been updated. If I select a date, so we're going to put a date and we're going to put a time. See how this field changed the trigger now? This has published sent the publish request. So if I click here, so we're just going to test the automation. You'll see that it's run down the router. It's published to Pinterest already. Now it's publishing to Instagram. Next it will go onto our Twitter. And then finally it will do our Facebook. So just let the automation run, and then I'll show you all of the posts. So perhaps I need to go into, let's go to Pinterest. Okay. So let's see mine. Let's go to my pages. So cats choose us. We can't own them. Let's click back. Let me show you perhaps on the Facebook. And you'll see that we have the post. Here we are. There we are. So that's it. I mean, it's done that to all of our pages. If with Pinterest, you can actually start putting backlinks. So if you've got affiliate links or anything like that, it's a really good way to do affiliate marketing. There are so many applications for this sort of automation that I just don't have enough time to show you all. I could show you like on a previous page. Well, I've already showed you at the start. But, please let us know in the comments what you want to do with it. We've been talking about this in our community. There's people who want to do product placements, people running e-commerce stores. You could do motivational quotes. You could do gym planners. You could do meal planners. You know, the scope for this is limitless, really. So I need to go back into here and explain now for those of you that are concerned about the API calls, because Leonardo, the image generation, it does cost money. You have to pay $9 per month for the image generation. You get 8,000 credits, which is for roughly about 4 high quality images. You use 24 credits, but you also need to pay for the API as well. So that's another $9 for around 3,000 credits. I think we use around 3 per API call. But what I will do now is I'm just going to back over to our base, and we're going to switch off these automations. So let's knock this one off. Let's knock this one off too. And I'm going to show you our pixels. So if we go and click here, and we'll also click here. Now what I'm going to do is run the automation again. So let's ignore this one. Save those changes. Let's go back to here, and I'm going to show you the Pexels version. So loving cats, and see what it comes up with, just to give you a comparison. So you can't expect the results to be the same because this is taking stock images. So I will return. I'm going to go back to my form, and I'm going to type in the form, I'm going to type loving cats. And I'm going to say 2. Dimension, I'll do 1 by 1. We're going to click submit. Now let's go back to the automation. Let's see this webhook get picked up. Okay, running through pretty quick this time. Now we don't have to wait for the images to be generated. I put a wait here because there is restrictions on the API call, so you can't just run it repeatedly. You need to leave at least 60 seconds between each automation. So I'll let this run in the background. I'm going to return to here. We will look in the main database. By the way, what we've done is we've created an interface here. So this will be available to download, or you'll be able to have access to the base. All of the automations, all of the prompts, all of the queues, and you can operate here inside of the interface. So I'm just showing you the main view just for convenience. Yeah, we're making all of this available to our school community, Make It No Code. So I'll return here, and what we're going to do is click on Data to View. So this is our first one from Pexels. And I'm going to open it up and enlarge. So the resolution is off slightly, but the time spent with cats is never wasted. If you wanted, you could stretch the image and continue, but that costs less than 1 cent to produce. So cheap. These AI images, you're probably looking at 5 cents, maybe even less. We haven't done an exact calculation. The automation still works the same. If you want to make your edits and schedule, it will go ahead and publish for you. So don't forget, we've got that 1 minute wait, which is why the next image hasn't been propagated. So super powerful tool. If I go back to the examples that I showed you earlier, look at all these sorts of images, these sorts of things you can produce at scale. Especially if you're using Leonardo, it's like 20 seconds to produce one piece. And then if we look at this channel here, it's just quotes. 24 million followers. There's there's also Pinterest. I mean, look at this. This is just dead simple to produce at scale. You can do it with Canva, don't get me wrong, but it's manual. I did 0. These hands were not busy. I just type in something and I could walk away. I can also set it to auto schedule. I don't have to approve, but that's a bit barbaric. You don't know. You've got to be careful what you produce with AI, just to make sure that it makes sense and doesn't get you into any trouble on any of the platforms. Let me return to our automation, and you can see here we have another one, again produced with Pexels for very little. Cats are connoisseurs of comfort. Let's have a look at it slightly enlarged. So a street view cat. So if I want to edit in slides, I can simply grab the image, stretch, and maybe we'll move it over slightly to the side. There we are. So that's the edit done. If I was to post this, so let's schedule it. Now I'm going to schedule for now. Today, you'll see this says trigger now. The automation should be cut. I just want to double check. It's switched on. Let's run the automation. See how it's come to post. It's already in Pinterest. It's up. Let's refresh this. See how the edit's been taken care of as well. So we didn't have the resolution to fix because I made the edit inside of Google Slides. I'm really happy about this automation. I can't wait to see what you guys produce with it. So please, consider joining our community, share your results, show us what you're building with it. I will also break down a bit more about the automation and explain what some of these modules are to the members of our school community.
Thanks a lot for that detailed explanation again, David. If you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified every time we post a new video online. If you want to get the files to this build, just head over to our school community. The link should be down in the description. We have a whole school community on where we're teaching people how to connect AI tools and make automations for themselves, for their businesses, for their clients. So if you're starting off with AI, or you have a SaaS agency, or whatever agency you have, and you just want to automate part of your workflow or your client's workflow, then head over there, because we teach you loads and loads of little nifty tricks to use. We also have full automations, and we're actually working on a couple of really big ones, like what we're doing here in this video. That's just the start of a fully animated short series that we're working on right now, together with a very, very big print-on-demand store. So all of it can be automated, and we love automation. So we hope to see you in our community sometime soon. Please, again, give it a like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm, and see you next time. Bye-bye.